Hey guys, the TheFlyYoungG gentleman here, and I want to talk a little bit about Forza Horizon 2. It's coming out, and I'm really excited for it. Now, if you haven't heard, it's coming out sometime this fall. There's no exact release date, but I want to talk about a little bit what I want to see and my experiences with Forza Horizon, the original one. Now, and Forza 5 a little bit too, as you can see that's the gameplay on the screen. I love Forza 5, but there was no free roam, and it's okay, it's a good game, but you have to buy most of the cars, but we'll get to that. Now for Forza Horizon 2, here's the things I don't want to see and the things I do want to see. We'll start with the things I do want to see. Number one, I want to see a bigger map. Forza Horizon's map was relatively large, but it really wasn't that large on a grand scheme of things. You could really scale the map within maybe 10 minutes, maybe even faster, if you go all the way around it and you have a very good car, good handling, and can maintain a pretty high speed while keeping good handling. You can get across there in less, maybe 5 minutes. I don't know. I never timed it. I should have. I want to see a big map, like what the crew is gonna do. They said that you can drive all the way across the country, and you can do it in either 30 minutes or you can do it in a longer period of time if you take a certain route. And I want that to be how Forza is. I want Forza Horizon 2 to be like what the crew is, but now that I saw some gameplay of the crew, I'm fairly skeptical. It looks a little too arcadey and a little bit too, just not for me. I need it to be a good mix of a little bit arcadey and realistic. More lent to the realistic side, but I want to be able to play it a little arcadey too if I'm just free roaming with friends and messing around. But so that's what I want to see. I want to see a bigger map because that was my complaint about Horizon. Another thing I want to see is I want it to have more cars than Forza 5. I don't want them to. Well, this can go into more. I'll go into something I don't want to see, but I want it to have more cars than Forza 5 and Horizon. I want them to bring back the customization of paint and different paint configurations. I want that to be present, and I want it to be present in the way they had it, where it was a marketplace where users could literally buy and sell with credits, in-game credits, credits, the skins and then the different paint jobs. I thought that was a really cool thing, and it was definitely a positive impact on the community. Another thing I want to see as well is a better clan system. I want like a club, like a drive club. I want that to be a thing. I want it to be a little bit more better implemented than the one they had in the last match or last game. Sorry, it was just definitely, it wasn't very well done in the last one. I also want to see tuning and things of that nature that they had in Forza 5 and Forza 4, where you can adjust the inflation of your tires, suspension and steering wheel alignment, things of that nature. I feel that that's something that the Horizon game was lacking and definitely could benefit from. Another thing I want them to bring back that Forza 5 did very incorrectly and Forza Horizon actually did right was I want them to bring back the advantage you get for using no assists. Because when I play Forza games, I don't use any assists. I don't use anything of that nature. Matter of fact, I only play with manual and clutch. The whole reason I got rid of Need for Speed Rivals was it was a pretty bad game. But on top of that, I didn't even have manual with clutch or even manual in general, which is a huge disappointment. Another thing I want to see is I want to see them have, for different kinds of cars, you can play in a realistic mode where it makes it so, tell me your opinion on this, where if you're in a car and that in real life only comes an automatic skew, you have to race an automatic with that car, or you can even put a mod in to make it manual, but if you're racing it stock, it has to be automatic. And a car that has like AWS that uses Touchtronic play or paddles, then you race like that, where it's automated simulated manual, ASM or AWS. I've seen it configured. I forgot the abbreviations for AWS, but I want to see that as well. And then a car that's manual with clutch, obviously, manual with clutch, because there really isn't any manual without a clutch unless you're using Touchtronic automated simulated manual or automatic simulated manual, which is a pretty cool feature. I wish they had that. Hopefully they had it. Another thing that I wanted to see, and it hasn't been confirmed, so I don't really need to talk too much about it, is a giant weather system. Very glad they put that in there. Hopefully that only benefits the game. And they do actually mess around with traction and things of that nature, as I love racing in the rain. It really adds a really good feel to it, and makes it a little bit more hard and challenging and even more interesting than racing on perfect conditions. They said they're going to have different weather implementations. Hopefully heat and cold can mess around with the way the driving feels, and obviously rain for traction and things of that nature. I also want to see them make different tires, like the actual rubbers. Now they have different tire treads, and they have the rally one for the dirt tracks or whatever, but I want to see tires that are optimized for snow. If they had snow, I want to see tires that are optimized for racing on slick tracks, so it'd work better in rain. And if they do have a slick drag racing SKU, then you can do that as well. I really want to see that. That's something that I'm really looking forward to, is different tires and stuff of that nature. I want to see different steering wheels. I want a little bit more customization than what the Horizon game has brought. They did bring good customization, but I want to see more. Another thing I want to see is I want them to bring back the multiplayer the way they had it, where you could do free roam, or you could do like different events where you have to drive with friends from point A to point B in different kinds of cars. I thought that was really cool. I want to see that again as well. One thing that I was really upset about, now we're going to start talking about things I don't want to see. Now, I don't want them to do what Forza 5 did, and I want them to bring it so you have to buy all the cars, and barely any cars come with the game. I don't mind them selling cars as aftermarket DLC, but what I think they should do is I think they should make the cars that they sell cars that came out after the development of the game that they weren't able to include. Maybe with a pre-order bonus or purchase after, the season pass. Maybe with the season pass we could also see them bring, I don't know, something along the lines of expanding the map, or maybe add a different land region. Now I'm going to make all the things I want to see. I also want to be able. They said it was in Southern Europe, so I want to see a lot of landmarks that we can race by, and I want it to be all real tracks, such as Forza 5, and I want to make it so we can race down the Autobahn. Now, how cool would that be? Going like 235 in some Ferraris with your buddies in free roam, just racing down the Autobahn. I think that'd be really cool and something that'd be very memorable, and you can see on my channel as well. For free roam, I also want to see them bring a lot of different, like little kind of quirky little game modes and things of that nature that we can do with each other, like little races and tag team races, and maybe doing things like Infected like they had, but do it in free roam on the giant open map, and I don't know, just do a bunch of things like that. I also want to see free roam with a bunch of players. I want to see like a maximum like 64 player to 120 player. I think that'd be really interesting, and they definitely could do it. They just need to upgrade their servers a little bit. And I think the Xbox One could definitely run it. It's really not that hard. Also, I want to see native 1080p and good graphics. Please do not bring me a shit subpar product. 60 FPS would be nice, but I know with these shitty consoles it's not going to do anything. But hopefully they can bring that as well. Also, something I'd like to see is I'd like to see the return of cockpit view and everything. But I also want to add field of view. I want there to be a field of view slider. I think that'd be really cool. Definitely interesting, and it can definitely add to the realism and give you a better feel while you're driving. And that pretty much sums it up. I mean, if I missed anything, let me know. If you guys want to see something or don't want to see something, leave it in the comment section down below. I'm extremely interested to see what you guys have to say about it, seeing as I'm such a big fan of Forza Horizon 2, the first one, and I'm just naturally hyped for the second one. I've been waiting for it, and Drive Club what is that game? The Crew has been looking a little bit off, and I'm still going to try and look at it, maybe buy it, see where it goes, but it looks like it's not the game that I wish it was. So hopefully Forza Horizon 2 can definitely make it better and make it something that the first, or what the Crew kind of looking like it is. I don't want it to be like that. I don't want it to be too arcadey. I want to be a good mix, more leaning towards the realism. But yeah, those are pretty much my opinions, guys. I apologize, my voice has been hoarse these past couple days. Every time I try and record a commentary, like, my voice is getting really raspy and hoarse. But it still sounds beautiful, don't hate. And anyway, that's pretty much all I had to say. Anyway, guys, the Fly Young Gentleman here Remember to have class and get that ass, and don't forget to leave a comment. Don't forget to leave a comment down below and like the video if you liked it. Anyway, guys, oh, and subscribe to if you're new. That's always great. Anyway, guys, the Fly Young Gentleman here. Remember to have class and get that ass, and I'm out. Peace out, guys.